All right, everybody, we got another week of programming here. We got Monday, September 30th to Saturday, October 5th. To start, guys, tomorrow we're going to be probably doing our long workout on Mondays. So September 30th tomorrow, guys, we've got 2 rounds for time. With this one here, guys, once again, we're using the row machine. So if in the event that you have a big class over 10, you can do one of two things, guys. The first thing you can do is kind of offset the class. You know, start the first group of 10 people or first group of whatever you have, maybe 6, 7, 8 people, and then wait until the 5-minute mark roughly, and then start the second group of people, or at the 4-minute mark. Just depends on when those row machines are free. Or you can have them run. If they're going to run, guys, they're obviously going to run an 800 meter. If they're going to bike, they're going to bike a 1.2. Okay, in place of that row 1000. It's not necessarily preferable. I mean, I'm putting muscle ups with the row, at least for people for level 3. Level 3, I think, should row because you're doing the muscle ups right after the row. So it's kind of pre-fatiguing those biceps and lats. And so that's kind of the idea. You've got to pull. But in the event that somebody's doing level 1 and level 2 and they want to bike or run, it's not really the end of the world. You guys know the drill with the bar dips and the ring dips. If you get somebody that's just doesn't even have push-ups yet, really no need to be on the bar. If they want to use the bar and they want to use bands, I guess that's okay. But remember, guys, the fundamentals is usually where you want to keep people. So try to get them doing really good push-ups first before you throw them on the bar. Double unders, you guys know the drill there. We'll go 90 seconds. No, let's go 2 minutes. We'll go 2 minutes per round for somebody that does not have double unders that's practicing. So they're just going to pick up the rope, look at the clock, give it 2 minutes. And then Tuesday, October 1st. So with this one, guys, we're going to go 30 minutes. Every minute on the minute, they're going to hit 1 squat clean. Now, this is the whole workout for the day. In lieu of having like a clean and then a squat, basically just having them squat clean every single rep here. Now, this is all we're going to do. So give them ample time to work up to a heavy weight before we start. We don't want them building here. You know, if they need to make an adjustment halfway through, they start fatiguing or they get 15 minutes and they realize they can do more weight, that's fine. But I want them to build to that 80, maybe 90% load before we start. And they should be somewhere in that range. Some people are going to obviously have more strength stamina than others. So some people are going to be able to operate at a closer percentage to their 1 rep max than others. And obviously depending on skill levels, you know, if somebody's really not that strong and they're just learning to lift, I mean, they might be hitting their 1 rep max dang near almost every single lift. So the goal here, guys, is to get some squatting, but also get some lifting, get a good amount of volume at something that's relatively heavy. Okay, so really nothing new there. As far as scoring, guys, what I would say is put their average on the board. Okay, what weight they use. To someone that uses, 275 for like the vast majority of the sets, then just put 275 on the board or whatnot. Just have them give an average. It doesn't have to be exact for this day, right? The idea is just to get better anyway. Wednesday, October 2nd, guys, we've got a strict weighted pull-up 5x5. Again, we've got Helen, which is not a super long workout. So I would say have them take their time on these strict weighted pull-ups. Stress the importance of giving everything they have for each movement, right? Especially for the ladies. The ladies go fast on this one, and the ladies, as a generalization, don't tend to do as well as on pull-ups when we need to do it in big bunches in workouts. So connect the dots between being stronger in their pull-up and being able to do a lot of pull-ups when they need to in a workout, right? The stronger you are on those pull-ups, guys, the easier it is to hammer out a lot of pull-ups when you're doing a workout. So you're going to do the total volume there for your 5x5, and then Helen, there's nothing new here, guys. Just kind of be a stickler on how high they're getting the kettlebell. But this one I didn't put a time cap to because it's a girl workout. Thursday, guys, October 3rd, we've got some good conditioning here. Basically 2 minutes on, 1 minute off for 7 rounds. The goal is to quickly do those dumbbell snatches and then get as many burpee box jump overs as you can. What you're going to be recording at the end of the workout is the total number of burpee box jump overs they get every single round. So during that 1 minute rest, they're going to write down one score, and that is their burpee box jump overs. Okay. With the dumbbells, guys, I did not program a weight here. They can select the weight they want, but it needs to be a weight that they can do unbroken, but it's going to tire them out a little bit. If they can get 16 in a row really easily and they still have a lot of juice for the burpees, it's not ideal. I want them to challenge themselves a little bit. Remember, guys, these don't need to be muscle snatches. They can be power snatches. So when you're coaching on this day, make sure that you go over that idea. Of course, you wouldn't power snatch with somebody that doesn't have pretty decent range of motion in their shoulders. There's no reason to get underneath a bell if you don't have good shoulder mobility and good T-spine mobility, okay? So for those folks, have them stick with a muscle snatch. But specifically people that are kind of don't really know how to do this movement, guys, teach them how to jump and then land with their elbow locked out, okay? Friday, October 4th, guys, got a little strength portion at the end of a workout. Every once in a while, I just kind of like to do this. So you've got push press for the workout. Let me backtrack. You've got push press. Big difference between level 1 and level 2. Again, level 1 is like entry level CrossFitter. Level 2 is like, I think, where most gyms would have their normal RX. So that's the reason why the big jump there. But they don't have to pick either or. If you've got somebody in the middle, remember 95-65 is going to be a decent weight for a lot of people in our gym. Okay. And then 15 toes to bar, not new, 100-foot sandbag carry. They're going to pick a sandbag. They can pick whatever sandbag they like. And I would, obviously set the cones 50 feet apart in between the pull-up structure. That way, in between the two walls of the pull-up structures. Okay, so they're going to walk down, walk back, drop it, and go back to their bar. I put this workout on Friday thinking that we would have enough space because typically we don't get a lot of people on Fridays. But have them set up their bar pretty close to the pull-up structure, so that they can have in the same direction as the long ways of the pull-up structure, so that we have enough space to keep people free in the middle. We don't want people walking around with a sandbag and bars in the middle. That's probably not going to work. And then, so right after they finish that AMRAP, guys, they're going to have 8 minutes to establish a 2-rep max push press. This is going to be from the ground, and ideally speaking, they have that weight ready next to their bar before the workout even starts. That way, when that 8 minutes starts, they have all the weight there already. They can just then go and find that 2-rep max, okay? Their score today is going to be the number of reps they get in the 12 minutes plus the weight they get in the push press for the 2-rep max. Now, when you put in their score on the board, guys, list the AMRAP, list the pounds, and then equals the total amount, guys. I think it's kind of fun to do this just to see where scores turn out. For the 100-foot sandbag, guys, let's give that 5 reps. Okay. Actually, no. Let's give that 10 reps. Might as well give it 10 reps. Then they can get 5 for 50 feet. Yeah. So 5 every 50 feet. Yeah. So let's go 10 reps for that, guys. Saturday, October 5th, we've got a 20 minutes to build to a 5-rep max deadlift. This is going to be a dead stop. I might change that to a heavy 5-rep, not necessarily a 5-rep max. The big thing here is just keeping people in good positions, not letting them round their back. So if I change that lingo between now and then, you'll see it on the website, and you'll see it here on the sheets. But basically, guys, hit those 5 reps, stop in between, take all the bounce out of the bar, and then for people that the deadlift tends to aggravate their backs, guys, have them pull sumo. That seems to be a lot more easy on people's spines, or should I say more forgiving? Okay. And then the second part's going to be in partners, guys. For today, there's obviously going to be a break in between the deadlift and the Metcon, so we can get set up. This one here, guys, we're going to go 15 minutes. Ideally speaking, you have 1 bar per couple. If you've got a couple where a guy, girl, or 2 people that are just not close to each other in fitness, then they can have 2 bars. But the idea being that we're going to switch off each round. So today is going to be like, sprint those 21 reps and then give the bar to your partner. Okay. Hang power cleans. If you get time, you can spend a little time going over kind of cycling those reps through and moving pretty quickly through them rather than having to reset between reps. And then you can just put rounds and reps on that one, guys. There's really nothing new there. Just focus on good technique. If you get new people on this class on Saturday, what I would do is, while we're doing the 20-minute deadlift, teach them how to do, teach those guys how to do a deadlift, or maybe even just a kettlebell deadlift. That way, when we get to the workout, they kind of know what they're doing. They can goblet squat for the front squat. They can kettlebell swing for the power cleans. They can also, kettlebell deadlift for the deadlifts. Right? That'll allow them to. It's a pretty forgiving way to do it, and you can teach them relatively quickly. Okay. I think that is all, guys. There's mobility only on Thursday this week, and it is pretty straightforward. It's in the book, so you should not have a problem with that. If you guys have any questions between now and then, let me know. Pretty straightforward, guys.